Good evening, everyone. T-Speaker 222 XOP Future Millionaire with a side bet on XM Future Digibyte OG. So, as you can see, we busted into that 47.5 range that I kept talking about. I felt like we were going to get up here for some reason. It looked incomplete. It felt like we needed to get back up here. And in order for some of these, if we're going to double top, we were kind of caught in no man's land earlier, like I was saying. So now this is where we get to see what's going to happen. Because now it looks like we came up and created an actual head next to this. So we're going to have to see what happens. This is the critical part. This is when it gets fun. This is what I've been waiting for the last about 30 hours. Because now we can decide what's going to happen in the market. It's either going to collapse off of this. Because now it looks like it came up to a prototypical head. This is what I was waiting for. I told you the pattern is very tricky. But this is why I called for that 47.5 area. Now, if it continues on, consolidates down to 47,000 and we can push up to 50, I'd be awfully surprised, but we could, obviously we're going to go from level to level, but this looks like it's coming up to a head now, which will allow, like, XRP to get back up to that double top like I've been calling for. And I even circled in the area where I thought it was going to be. So, after it made the bounce down, I mean, look how accurate that is. So, and then the other thing is you guys have been begging me for not stupid Twitter, but you said you got to make a Twitter. So I just made a Twitter for you guys. So I'm going to put the link in the description and you guys can share my Twitter, get people to follow if you want to follow. There's nobody who's followed. I haven't shared it to anybody except put out the one video. And I would appreciate if you guys share it far and wide because you guys kept telling me to do a Twitter so we could help spread the word more. There's my Twitter. We can talk more. And it'll be easier to communicate now. And let's get people who want to be there. So that's just another way that we're going to keep everybody in the loop. And we'll be able to spread the station out far and wide. So now this is what we were talking about yesterday. We finally got to the point to where we can figure out what the fuck's going on. We knew it was coming to a head. That's why I kept saying we have to come up. And I wrote down how many times yesterday. 47.5. And today, 47.5. Because there was no way it couldn't do it. The pattern was incomplete the way it was. In my opinion. And now this is an ultra bearish move. Typically, if you want to go bullish off of a big M like this on a topping reversal, you go like this, you reverse down, gather some strength, and then swing back around, which would have been a move down to about 42 like I was saying. And then it can come up with some strength. The way it did it right now, it made the bearish move, and nobody's going to tell you this because it just went crazy. Now everybody thinks we're in a bull market. It took the bearish move up. Now it's going to have to consolidate, and it's going to have to come down and try to figure out what's going on. And if this is, in fact, what is going on here, and it took the bearish moves up, now this makes it even a bigger drop on the way down. The bigger the wedge, the farther up the wedge, you got to take the length of the wedge, and that's how far the drop's going to be from the bottom of the wedge. And that's going to bring you into shitstorm. I mean, real talk. This is what I wanted. This is why I was telling everybody even yesterday, that the bottom price, like on H-bar, 21.3. Sure, it's only at 23, but it looks like it's going to break up and get to about 24, in my opinion. It looks like it's going to break up to 24. So I think we've nailed this. I mean, everything. So we're in a fantastic position. Please share my YouTube or my Twitter far and wide. Let's see. I almost have 3,000 people on YouTube. Let's get all of you guys over there on Twitter too, so that we can get this station to grow even faster. Because this is more vital than ever to get the right people in here. Because now it's not even decision time. Now you have to go with pattern recognition. You guys can see what I'm looking at in the 1 hour. See how it broke off like that? In the 2 hour. It's starting, we got to wait for, what is that? The 3 hour right there. For the 2 hour, though, it's starting to pull back. But we want to see continuation into the next pattern if it's going to keep going up into the next couple hours. But right now in the 1 hour, it's starting to tell a story. It's going to make the headline. I feel like this is exactly what we needed to make the head. Now, sure, you can tip in and then go up to make that, extended head. And that's why I said I wouldn't be surprised at 50 if it hit 47.5. But I'd still be surprised. 50 was we might hit it 5% of the time on this target. And this kind of a pattern. I knew the M wasn't the end of the pattern, though. That's why I kept saying that. This doesn't look right. That's too small. And I showed you guys how it was too skinny. It makes perfect sense for if it ends like this. It got one final blow off the top. It didn't even go down far enough to gather support, because if you look at it, even on an uptrending, even if it's bullish still, you got to remember this. This is going to come down, and it's going to have to come down to about 44,820 to remain bullish. So, again, what does that do for a portfolio just going from 47.7 to 44.2? So, again, I come on at the perfect times. I tell you exactly what's going to happen, what to look for. I don't ever tell you when to buy and sell. That's why I believe I get a bad rap when people are telling me that at 52 cents or whatever, we're past that. But I just feel like I get a bad rap sometimes, because I'm never saying buy or sell. I'm just telling you, make a decision at this point, because this is what's going to happen if it goes this way or that way. So with XRP, same thing, guys. This hasn't changed. Like I said, we're going up to a double top, and you can see how the head now, it makes more sense how it came into a, even on the 1 hour, you can see this now. I apologize for my air conditioner in the background, but I got no choice. I'm walking outside. So now it comes up to a prototypical head, guys. You can go up to 110, but this is what I'm saying. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what I've been waiting for. Now it looks right. Because now, when you look at it from a grand scale, it's going to look like the Batman tips, like I said. If it comes down from like this, it will look like Batman. And that's all I was saying from the beginning, because that's what it showed us in the very beginning of this pattern. A topping reversal way down at 38,000. If you want to join Tom's Army, link's in the description. If you want to send a donation, link is also in the description. If you want to check out Mother's Second Choice or Farken or Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing, that is also in the description. Or my promise to you guys is in the description. And one other word, go check out the Twitter, which I'll put the link at the top of the description now. So it'll be the very first thing in the description. Click on it, join it. Let me see how many people end up following my Twitter and start sharing this far and wide. Stay true, stay blessed, and God bless. Thank you. Hashtag be better, do better.